Welcome back to the Virtus Performance Podcast. We have a segment called, well, it's not called Coach's Profile, but we're calling it Coach's Profile. Turned co-host, now guest, Mr. Tyler Frost.
Now I'm in the hot seat.
Yeah, sucked in. My turn. So, for those that don't know or haven't listened before, Coach's Profile, it is quickfire questions. I've got about 30 or 40. We'll see how we go. Tyler's going to answer these with the first thing that comes into his mind. So, you ready?
Yep.
You excited? You nervous?
I'm nervous because you've gone and changed the script on me, so I don't really know what's coming up.
Failure to prepared to fail.
We are prepared to fail.
Not anymore. I've done my notes. We're good to go. All right. Nicknames.
Frosty is what I've been called my whole life growing up. Probably called that more than my own name. That's sort of evolved into Fro with some of my closer friend group.
Might have something to do with the little on top too.
Maybe.
Interesting. Favorite food?
Pizza.
Cool. I'm coming for dinner. What are you cooking?
Really, really loving pasta at the moment. So it was a period of my life for the last few years where I demonized gluten and didn't really eat any pasta or gluten or anything like that. But there's nothing wrong with gluten. So I've been cooking up all the pasta I've been missing out on the last few years. So loving gnocchi at the moment. I'd cook you a nice gnocchi with a red wine sauce. The
title of my notes here is quickfire questions, not explain your answers. So Tyler, keep them to short,
deep
quick
dive. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. I'm also coming for dinner, as we just spoke about, but there's 3 other people that are joining us. Who would you like?
At the table, we'd have Roger Federer, we'd have Rafael Nadal, and
real deep stuff there, Tyler.
Yeah. And hey, we'll go my grandfather. That'd be
exceptional.
Fun. Yeah.
Exceptional. Well played.
That'd be fun.
There's 3 people who you wouldn't want to come to dinner. Who are you not inviting?
Jeepers. Lockie Wallace.
Easy.
There's no one that I hate that much, really. No one at all that I despise and wouldn't want to have them at my dinner.
I didn't say you hated them. I said you just don't have to. They're not coming for dinner.
Anyone that's not on that guest list, you're not welcome.
Favorite movie?
Can't say I particularly have one. Benchwarmers is probably a most watched movie. Don't know what's my favourite. I love it.
I don't think I've actually watched Benchwarmers from start to finish.
Don't know how.
Moving on. Favorite music?
Favorite artist, Sticky Fingers. Love Mac Miller. Kanye West. Very basic, but love it. From a non-basic perspective, ballpark music, the Wombats. Yeah.
Favorite concert?
Went to a Falls Festival in 2018 that was a lot of fun. So not necessarily a concert, but
sneak peek
festival.
Into what's coming. Concerts or festivals?
Festival. Well, 4 years ago, festival. Probably now, concert. Just one night. Get home. Get in bed nice and early. Get in bed nice and early. Get up.
He's maturing. Favorite book / books? Because I know you read.
Yeah. One that I recommend, probably How to Win Friends and Influence People. Just really, really basic communication skills, relationship building skills. Sapiens is cool. Yeah, they're my 2.
Podcast?
I'm same as you. Really like Howie Games. Really like Dylan Friends. Just anything where I can switch off. And like I used to love a good strength and conditioning one where I could learn, but I just really want something that I can switch off to now.
Dream travel destination?
Europe. Anywhere in Europe. Going there next year.
Least favourite travel destination you've already been to? Where would you not go back?
Haven't really had that bad of a time anywhere.
Mornington? It's a travel. It's a long way to come.
It's a trek.
Favourite place to be?
On my own in the sun.
Very nice. If you could teach everyone one thing, what would it be?
Self-love.
Unlimited resources, unlimited money. What's one world problem you'd fix?
Depression.
First car?
The one I'm driving right now, 2008 Ford Falcon, that's slowly falling to bits.
It's hanging on by a thread.
It could fall apart any moment.
Unrelated contextual little tidbit here. Worst park I've ever seen this morning.
I was probably about 1 metre out of the car park.
Don't think they had reverse cameras in 2008. I'll give you that much. First job?
KFC. Yep. KFC Hamilton.
First sporting team?
Hated that joint.
Supported?
Yeah. I think actually when I was like 4 years old, or like maybe the first week of prep, I actually went for the Bombers for like a week because I had a teacher that went for the Bombers, but Tiger Man now since then.
Oh, that's news. Didn't know that. Yeah. Well, when have you failed and what have you learnt from that?
When have I failed?
And this is not a fail every day. I always fail. Give me
That's probably
specific...
where I was going to head with
I
it.
know, you're very philosophical.
Yeah.
That's a word.
Biggest failure.
No, not biggest. Just when have you failed and what have you learned?
Probably throughout lockdown, instead of using that enormous spare time I had to maybe start a business or improve myself, I just fucked around. So learnt that time is your number one asset, and any time that you can invest into growing yourself or doing better is time well spent.
Team sports or individual sports you've played? Full stop, ever.
Oh, team sports, just footy. Little bit of cricket when there was a bye in tennis, and individual sports, tennis, but also as a team sport too.
Fair enough. What did you want to be when you were a kid?
Builder. Really wanted to be a builder. Quickly learnt I'm Australia's worst handyman. Dad really tried to teach me.
You might be second worst handyman. Tim the Toolman, Lachlan Wallace, might be up there. He's been known to put a hole in a wall here.
He's got me covered. Yep. And in year 9, I briefly wanted to be a doctor and then learnt I'm shit at science. So that quickly went out the window.
Your sports science degree?
Yeah, it's not science, though.
What do you suck at?
Lots.
What do you suck at?
Hey, hands-on stuff. Being a handyman. Anything with tools.
What are you good at?
My job.
What are you great at?
Learning from mistakes, I'd like to think.
Sure. What are the 2 most used apps on your phone?
Instagram, definitely number 1. Snapchat was for a bit, although I don't use that much anymore. So probably Instagram and maybe texts.
Sure. Popular guy, fair enough. Controversial opinion.
How off the rails can I go here?
We just work here, so any feedback will have to go through upper management, and that's not us, so I'm okay with it.
Veganism's fucking dumb.
Saw that coming.
Going vegan in an effort to save the environment and your health is not only futile, but I believe counterintuitive too.
What grinds your gears? Don't say veganism, because that's not going to end well.
Yeah, no, we won't go there. Not as much grinds my gears as it did 3 years ago. I'm probably a bit more of a mellow person now. I'm probably the same as you, inconsiderate people. Yeah.
What's your favourite quote?
We suffer more in imagination than in reality. So nothing's really as bad as it seems.
Most impactful piece of advice?
This is very cliche, very white girl basic, but be the change you wish to see in the world. So if you believe something or want something to change, don't complain about it. Embody that change and, lead by example.
How did you get into coaching and why?
I actually did my Cert 3 in fitness when I was in year 12. Had a lot of friends that did the course the year before. Looked like a lot of fun. We had a home gym at home. My brother was doing that as a job too. It just always really intrigued me and, just wanted to see what it was all about and then loved it ever since.
3 guests for the podcast. Who have you got? Who would you like to hear from? Who would you like to interview? A couple of each. Let's go.
Darren Murr. Max Gorn when he's back in here training over the preseason. That'd be fun.
Secret fangirl.
Yeah.
We love Gorny.
We do. Hey, Claire Power, the nutritionist. Keen for her episode.
Shoot from the moon. Anyone in the world? Who are you talking to? Or who are you taking out for lunch / coffee?
Roger Federer.
Saw that coming too. Knew that was it.
Basic.
All right. Little news segment. Hasn't been involved
Here
in
we
the
go.
program yet. Tyler's a bit nervous about this one because he doesn't know what's coming. So we're going with this or that. Very basic, very Instagram style, this or that.
Go on.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Sweet or savoury?
Sweet.
Countryman, Holden or Ford?
Don't care. I do not give one fuck.
Is that because you have a Ford and it's on its last legs?
No, I've just never quite understood car people.
Fair enough. Brittany or Beyonce?
Brittany.
Oh, bad take. Bad take. Ice cream or gelato?
Oh, they're the same, aren't they? What's the difference?
No, not going down that path.
Ice cream.
2-minute noodles or ramen?
2-minute noodles.
Tacos, hard or soft?
Hard.
Oh,
or hard with a soft on the outside.
Oh, that's a bad take too. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Breakfast, best meal of the day. Not the most important meal of the day. I don't quite agree with that, but the best. I like breakfast food.
Pasta or pizza?
Pizza.
Squat or deadlift?
Deadlift. Just.
Strength or conditioning?
Strength.
Sauna or ice bath?
Both great. Probably ice bath just.
Blue or black pen?
Black.
Laptop or handwrite notes?
Used to be a traditionalist, now laptop. Like, time's your most precious commodity. Laptop saves so much more time.
Very nice. And lastly, what happens when we die?
Nothing. Lights are out. That's it. Game over.
And that is all the questions I have. Thank you for coming on.
Phenomenal. That was relatively painless.
Yeah, the train wreck of my one. Let's see if that sees the light of day.
Sorry, Mitchell. Sorry, listeners. Sorry, viewers.
We out.